I've gained a sense of inner strength that I didn't know I had. Although my grief still hurts, I know how to calm myself down now. I feel empowered and more grateful. I've learned a new way of looking at things. I feel like a new me and a new chapter has started. I didn't know what self-care was, but now I do. And I know what self-care actually is for me, specific to me, unique to me. These are all statements that I've gotten from attendees in my grief courses. And I want to take some time today to share with you more about the Grief-Inspired Grief course, what it is, and why you might want to consider joining it. So I've created a course that allows us to spend 8 weeks together. It involves a whole lot of learning, content, things that you can use, likely things that you didn't know about grief or about how to heal. And we spend time together in a judgment-free zone where there is space to talk about your loss and what's going on with you as you grieve. And so that combining the conversation with the tools and the education, and then some homework, things to work on between the weeks to further explore what's going on as a way to help you heal has become very, very powerful. You know, at the end of my last course, all of us together, we didn't want it to stop because we've become so connected, and it's felt so supportive for all of the members. And I've gotten to know all of them so well. And it's really wonderful for me to see the growth in all of them. So our grief courses are 8 weeks long. I design the course content, although I have a variety of things to pull from. I really design the course content to be specific to those who are in the group. So for example, I do a survey at the beginning of the course and say, what are the things? What are your top challenges? Where are you struggling? And we start there. With so many people, the struggle starts with guilt. And so in this course, we started first by saying, okay, what is grief? What is it all about? What is happening to me? All of the change that is creating. What is this grief thing? So we start there and we talk about that throughout the course, but then we move on to releasing guilt, discharging anger, what anger is, why it shows up, how it's a secondary emotion, and what your anger could be potentially covering up. We talk about self-care. And I use the term massive self-care because when you are grieving, you need massive self-care. And so often we don't give ourselves permission to really care for ourselves as we grieve. And so we dive deep into that one and find ways that your self-care, the type of care that you choose, can really support you. So it's not just stuff you read on the internet. It's exploring what's really going to work for you. We talk about emotional triggers. We share stories. We talk about how to improve sleep because often sleep is disturbed. We talk about spirituality and faith. We talk about how to stay connected to our loved one. We talk about what to do in different situations as you go back out into the world and your loved one is gone. How do you deal with the people who say things that are really not helpful? How do you, what are the things to avoid? What are the things to protect yourself from? What are the things to maybe lean more into and the things to explore? So we do all of this in an 8-week period of time. And it is really an opportunity for you to support yourself, for you to find a way to learn about what grief is and to move yourself forward so that you can say, I've got this grief thing now. I know how to support myself. Is the pain still there? Yes, this is not a magical grief course to take your pain away, but you will understand where it's coming from. You will understand why, and you will get on a path to move toward more meaning and purpose for the life that you now have, the life without your loved one in it. So I want to invite you to reach out to me and let's set up a time. So I usually set up 30-45 minutes for us to talk to see if the course is going to be right for you. If it is, then I will invite you into the course. The next course is starting May 21st. The cost of the course for the full 8 weeks is going to be $375. We will decide on the exact time based on who enrolls in the course. It's either a Saturday or a Sunday. Typically, I like Saturdays have been working better for most people. So it's taking some Saturday mornings and leaning into what's going on as a way to take care of yourself. So reach out to me. We do use the Grief Journal as part of the course curriculum. So that is something that I will invite you to get as well. We'll walk through it, how to use it, how it shows up as we're going through the course. So that's a tool that you can use as you walk through the course. So give yourself 8 weeks. Give yourself 8 weeks to understand what grief is, how it's showing up for you, and so that you can feel supported, so that your grief doesn't have to be so lonely, so that you can get to the other side. And you can say, I know how to handle my grief now. And I know what feeling the pain of my grief means. And I know how to walk forward, taking my grief with me, and creating something new, something that honors the person that you've lost. So I want to invite you to join me. I'm very excited about this. We're going to keep the course to under 10 people. So jump in now and let's get started. You can reach out to me at GriefInspired@gmail.com. You can put a comment here and say, I want to know more. But let's set up a time and we'll get you through this. Thanks for now. Bye.